Alright, just got this in the mail today. Forgot all about it, but I am very excited to try it out. So, let's try it out. Alright, it has been, I don't know, freaking 20 years probably close to 20 years since I played any cruising game, but I think it's hard for people to understand who didn't grow up in the arcade culture, how big this game was. Maybe if you caught on to it in the N64 days, but this was really an arcade game. And at the time, there were other games like Super GT, Scud Racer, that were... Oh, here we go. Again, a few things of modern gaming that I hate. The updates. But anyways, like Scud Racer, that graphically and everything was like better. It was more hardcore. It was, more realistic, but I mean, not that realistic compared to like Gran Turismo, but for back then it was, compared to a game like Cruis'N USA, yeah, it was way more realistic, and it felt more kiddie, more silly, more arcadey, but God, it was so fun. Like, I love games like Gran Turismo and stuff, but man, it takes like half an hour, I'm not even kidding, just to even start one race. Like, they're fun, they're rewarding when you play them and you commit yourself, but goddamn, I can't. It's hard to commit to all these realistic driving simulators nowadays. Like, freaking A. Like, the whole thing where you have to get all these different licenses and constantly upgrade your car. Can I press start and race? Like, I want a little bit of building and rewarding, but I want to fucking play. Let me play. And they're just fun. They still take skill to master, but you can kind of get it right away, and you can have fun with it right away. You can't just turn on Gran Turismo with your friend and, alright, let's do 2-player, boom. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think where developers are so focused on just hold up here. The Cruis'N Tour, Classic Arcade. Let's try Classic Arcade. But yeah, I think developers are so focused on just trying to make things as realistic and just massive and complicated as possible that they do forget that it's supposed to be fun. It's not just supposed to be, like, oh, let's see if we can make the Matrix. Alright, Death Valley, Madagascar, London, Rio de Janeiro, Singapore. Let's do Madagascar. I'm always a sucker for the jungle environments. Madagascar. But yeah, they're supposed to be fun. Okay, first thing I'm noticing is it feels and looks and sounds like a cruising game. This is giving me a little nostalgic goosebumps. I love this. New car. The car graphics are nice. This is a game where I want to look polished and nice, but I'm not expecting it to be Horizon or Forza Horizon, whatever. Let's go with the truck. The hell with it. Alright, upgrade, pretty simple. Start race. See, that's what I'm talking about. You start the game, and within... Okay, hold up here. Drift, blast, gas, brake, drift, blast, gas, brake. And look at that. 5 buttons, you're done. That's all you need to know. I'm already racing. I love this.
Ready, set,
Okay, this is a very fast game. This is Cruis'N USA. There's already planes crashing in the background. Look, having not played this game for a decade or two, this is making me feel like Christmas morning, like when I was a kid. Kind of got that Asphalt vibe to it, or I should say, Asphalt has a cruising vibe to it. But without Asphalt would be such a good game if they just made it a little bit more streamlined and like fuck, too many options nowadays. I hate it. Why so many options? Truck, car. Do I want a Corvette or a Ferrari? Okay, I'll take that one. Let's race. I'll be honest, I didn't even know that this game was out. Oh, okay, that's the Blast. Okay, I never even knew about this game. I thought I didn't think there was a new cruising game in the arcades since back in the early 2000s, but this game was out there. I guess somehow arcades are still out there. They're still happening. I try to hit them up every now and then, but you know, they're not quite the pastime hobby that they used to be, but they're still out there. They're still making arcade games. I'm glad they are. But God, I hope people buy this game. Look, I barely just started playing it right now, but this is fun. This is making me happy. I already finished my first race. I'm not even 5 minutes into it. This is fun. That truck is slow as fuck. I don't like that. What is the perk of having the truck? Oh, that's the Hummer electric vehicle. Okay, that thing looks badass. I'm not gonna lie. Damn. I'm gonna quit this because I want a fucking real car. This is what I miss too. These types of graphics. Yeah, then technically they're not the most advanced, but it has the arcade feel. Let's do Singapore. I miss that. You know, the graphics are very competent, but I miss that high contrast, everything shiny and chrome filled and sparks, and the color saturation being cranked up to 10. I miss that. What is the purpose of that car? That's not fun. Okay, I'm going with the Corvette. Let's do paint. I don't want a yellow Corvette. Give me the little red Corvette. I forgot the rest of the lyrics, but I like that little red Corvette. What the hell was that? Look at that. I pick a new car, boom, boom, race. Boom, boom, race. God, look how shiny everything is. I love it. Nothing is realistic, and I love it. Thank you. Some tornadoes in the back. You got rain. Everything is just popping and cracking and flashing. I guess I'm supposed to be collecting money and shit while I'm out there. That blast effect is cool. The key, I don't know what that does, but we'll see. This Singapore level looks tight. This is what I'm talking about. This reminds me of like Scud Racer, where everything is just it looks like a perfect 90s CGI video game, like that cutscene. This is how video games should look, god damn it. I want them to look, I don't want them to look like the real world. If God of War, no, not God of War, because it already looks super real, but I think this is going to be a problem with a lot of video games, where the more realistic they look, at a certain point it's like, that motherfucker just killed a man. This is not fun no more. like, being too realistic kind of takes the fun out of video games in a way, I think. Not for everything, of course. Believe me, I want a lot of games to look ultra realistic, but sometimes when dealing with especially ultra violence, like you be like, damn, that shit, that ain't no Ren and Stimpy no more. That's homicide, manslaughter, cannibalism. Damn, this stage looks fucking crazy. Look at those reflections on the ground. Singapore does kind of look like that in real life, I think. If you ever watch those Formula 1 races. Alright. Resume. Alright, let's try one more level here. I think I'm gonna try all of them. Death Valleys, go for a different look here. I'm sticking with my little red Corvette. Ooh, please tell me there's gonna be... Well, what's the level of dinosaurs? That don't look like no Death Valley. Alright, so far what I'm noticing is the controls are exactly the way you want them to be. They're very responsive. But very easy to correct your movements. You're not going to be, you know, there's a lot of racing games where you make one push too far and then suddenly you just can't regain control. No, this one is, you know, it's the cruising. You go left, you go right, you're never going to completely get out of control. I don't even know why there's a brake button in this game, to be honest, because I don't think I've used it once so far. I haven't really been using the drifting either. Let's see how that works. Maybe that'll help my times a little bit. One thing I'm noticing is it's not really I mean, I've only tried 2 tracks and I haven't really been paying attention because I'm talking here, but I'm not sure if there's too many. Damn, that's cool. The earth just fell into the earth. I'm not sure if there's too many turns so far that really warrant the use of the drifting button. Look at this. The earth is falling beneath you. There are jets flying over you. This is definitely a cruising game. Not like that Fast and Furious cruising game. That was just that was a sheep in wolf's clothing. But yeah, I hope there's more levels that with sharper long turns that actually require the use of drifting, because so far I'm seeing like I have to force myself to use the drift. It's not really warranted. But we'll see. I'm sure as the levels get harder that might be that might change a little bit. Alright, got 2 more levels to try here. Let's try Brazil now. Loading times are very good. I'm not having to wait more than 5-10 seconds, it seems like, for most things.
Welcome to Rio de Janeiro.
I love this flag, smoke, pyrotechnics going on. Alright, let's try this here. I like that a lot of things you bump into are actually destructible and you don't just bounce off of them. It's kind of cool. Some decent level geometry going on here. Make no mistake about it, the Asphalt is probably the better looking game technically. But there's something about the graphics in this game that just make me happier. They're funner. They're more colorful. They're more joyful. I don't know. It's just fun. Why is there a Sphinx in Rio de Janeiro? I don't know, but 5th place, alright, not bad. Alright, let's try one more level here. My eyes itchy. Alright, London. I don't know, whenever London is in a racing game, I always pick it last. It just seems like the most boring to me. Like, London, I don't know, London I'd like to visit, but as far as locale, it's like gray. I mean, there's some cool old buildings when you go in them. But from the outside, certainly ain't going there for the food. This is the most colorful that London has ever looked. This reminds me of Trick Style right now for Dreamcast. To me, so far, the most useful use of the drift button is to quickly sideswipe someone like that. Because it allows you to turn into them much quicker. As far as actually turning, I'm not finding it to be that useful. Like Asphalt has some, you know, really drifty areas, but... Oh, well, there was a couple turns right there. This is what London looks like if you take Molly. And then the next day it looks like Russia. Oh, look how colorful those sparks are. God, I love it. Now what I really can't wait to do is get drunk or high and play this with someone else. Because I have a feeling this game is really going to shine in multiplayer. But it is fun. Alright, I tried all those preliminary stages. It is exactly what I was hoping it would be. and I am happy. Look for $39.99. Honestly, if you want a fun racer on the Switch, and it looks like this thing has a lot of vehicles, a lot of options, things you can work towards, but it also is something you can just like jump in real quick, especially with the buddies. And you're not gonna have like a steep learning curve, because I don't know if you ever played like some new games and you try to teach someone who doesn't play video games all the time how to play, forget about it. Like, you might as well be teaching them fucking calculus. Like I tried to teach my sister, who's a little bit older than me, how to play like Super Mario Odyssey. She thought that it was like trying to fly a helicopter. It wasn't gonna happen. I was like, man, games have changed. Mario is not the Mario we knew back in the day, and neither are most other games. But Cruis'N Blast is still cruising, and that makes me happy. Not everything needs to change and get more complicated and over-engineered as time goes by. Just there needs to be a balance of improvement and tradition, and knowing what makes things fun. Because yeah, there are a lot of things that stop becoming fun because they're so old and dated, like Atari 2600 games, most of them. But there are some things that are timelessly fun, and I think arcade racers are definitely a good example of that. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Peace.